Welcome back to the Educational Opportunity Podcast, where our goal is to ignite potential with actionable insights that lead to thriving careers and empowered lives. My name is Shayla Letcher, and today I am joined by
April Carey.
What's going on, April?
Not much. How are you tonight?
I'm good. I'm enjoying myself. We're here in Albany, New York at the Black and Puerto Rican Legislative Caucus. And we have been really just hearing a lot from the other EOCs, from the student scholars and ambassadors. We had a wonderful dinner just moments ago, and we've been exploring and learning a lot about what this weekend has meant for so many years, and 60 years to be exact. So I'll hold up some good paraphernalia for you viewers out there. If you're not familiar with what the Educational Opportunity Centers are, they are, in a sense, personal development, skill training, vocational workforce development centers where you can get your GED, you can learn a new language, and they are located all throughout New York State. Okay, so we are representing on behalf of the Syracuse EOC, but there are so many others. And so I'm just grateful to have April here with me, who is a current student, to share a little bit about her experiences being at the EOC. And if you want to check out our website to learn more about our program offerings, I'll be sure to leave that in the description box below. So April, jump in and share, what program are you enrolled in and how did you hear about the EOC?
So I am enrolled in the high school equivalency program for the GED. Currently have the math to do. I had heard about EOC in 2016-17 time through my mom, who worked for EOC. She was a student there.
Wow. So family connections, right? Your mom working at the EOC, opening the door to you. And tell me a little bit about how she got in the door at the EOC. It's like one of the best kept secrets of, the city of Syracuse, but I know in, downstate regions a little bit better known, but we definitely rely on individuals going back and being those ambassadors in their more micro communities to share about what the EOC is, right? So your mom being actually an employee, do you remember how she got looped in?
She actually did a class from Microsoft Office.
Oh, gotcha.
And then they hired her the student employment.
Yes, like an internship.
Yes.
Beautiful. So what you're referring to, our Microsoft Office certification, is a online offering that one can take through our Attain Lab. And so it housed within each EOC are our Attain Lab networks. And these are amazing resources that one can enroll in almost immediately. There is no income eligibility. There's very little documentation that you need to enroll. You can get started today in our Attain Lab in our online learning software, earning certifications in Microsoft Office Suite, all the way to QuickBooks. And we have our Admentum software for those that really just want to explore the full gamut of career micro courses. So that's amazing. Share a little bit about how you've been enjoying the EOC and what's been the most helpful for you.
So in 2017-18 time, I ended up joining the health train in the HSC. At that time, I had my reading and my math to do. I ended up passing the reading, still failing the math part of it, but I passed the health train. Walked the stage, was employed with Loretto. I stayed there for about a year and didn't like the culture I worked with. So I kind of took a step back. And then I left EOC for a while. Then I went back during COVID, got my customer service customer service.
Yeah. And that's gone through so many iterations and renditions since COVID, right? So yours was online or in person?
It was online.
Okay, gotcha. And so tell me a little bit about what stood out to you about that program. What was unique about it?
The customer service one was actually, there was a lot of typing and computer skills that I didn't know I had, to be honest.
And you had a background, right? You were talking a little bit about Microsoft Office Suite and really honing in on your typing skills. And so when you got to Loretto, did you find that you were using a lot of those skills on a daily basis?
Actually, when I did the health train, I didn't have my customer service. I got the health train first.
Actually, okay. So that came a little bit later. So are those skills coming in handy till this day? Are you employed now, or what are you up to these days?
Currently, I'm not employed. I am going to AOC full time for my math GED.
Yes.
May is my goal to pass it.
And you will.
I will.
Yeah.
Not far.
Yes. We're right there and time has been flying. I don't know about you, but I feel like every day, every week has just been flying by. And so let's run it all the way to May, right? You've graduated, you've got your GED. What's next?
So my next part of this is I did the core thing. I did an online to see our personalities. And I found myself with my personality so confused for mental health counselor. I never thought of that, but I have lived experience. So I decided that I'm going to do the medical coding and billing, but I was also asked to participate in the CPT program, which is the peer advocate program. And then I can internship at Helio Health and then see where I want to be from there.
Yes, you were telling me a little bit about that, and when you answer like those personality tests that you're referring to that you took in one of your GED prep courses, right? We refer to it as core. Honestly, answering those questions will really pigeonhole you in the industry, right? So we were talking a little bit also about rooms, right? Which room do you belong in? And so that'll begin to place you in those rooms. And then from there, right, having an awareness and understanding of your own personal values, interests, you begin to pivot into the corners of those rooms and figuring out, okay, now where do I stand in this room, right? And so you're figuring out, okay, peer advocacy is definitely the corner I want to stand in, and mental health is the industry that I want to work in. And so a personality test is actually what brought that out, but you already knew it.
I kind of knew I was a caring person. I was always been a caregiver. So originally my goal was to go down the avenue of hospice care.
Mm.
And then when I did that personality test, and then I was asked by somebody to do the peer advocate because they seen the leadership in me, I took that on and it came up first thing in court.
Speaking of leadership, as you just mentioned, you are one of our SEOC ambassadors. What made you pull that plug? What made you step up? What makes you a leader? I guess I'm trying to ask.
So I'm very resourceful when it comes to certain things. And Shayla, I have to be honest, you kind of pulled me into that one.
Bless it. It wasn't a hard pull, right?
Right.
It didn't take much. So you knew that you had it in you. And so I guess my next question would be, what helps you believe in yourself, right? When the road is tough and dark and twisty and turny, and things don't seem to be necessarily weighing in your favor or going your way, like for the rest of us, right? Life gets hard. What helps you continue to believe in yourself to keep going toward your goals?
So to be honest with you, to keep going towards my goal, I have a very supportive system. But the GED, I realized I really wanted to obtain it and move on with my dreams in honor of my son and my
generational impact. That's been a theme that has come up time and time again here at the caucus. We've only been here for 4 hours. So generational impact has been the reoccurring theme. We heard from an incredible father-daughter duo, I believe from the Westchester EOC. I don't want to misquote or misspeak, but it was just such an amazing story of how one father turning his life around was able to impact his daughter, and now her feeling free to pursue her dreams. And so that was just so special and amazing. Definitely brought tears to my eyes several times. So now you're mentioning your son, even your mother, was it, right? And so they're watching you begin to break the mold and go in a different direction. Has your son came to you at all and said anything out of his own mouth, or it's just something that you can kind of quietly observe in him?
So my son passed away last January. So it's something that, like, when I'm feeling down and I want to give up, I hear him and my mom saying, "Mom, you got this," or "You got this, we got this." So my son's been a big year, and so is my mom.
Wow. incredibly strong individual. There's so much that I could say about you in just the brief time knowing you. But I gotta say, April, you can literally do anything you put your mind to. And I hope you know that, and I hope the viewers out there know that, you know, when you have the right people in your corner, right? April mentioned a support system. There's not much that you can't bounce back from, recover from, keep going. And really just being able to identify where are you going, right? But momentum in and of itself is a very strong force. So just keep going, keep moving, don't sit still, don't become stagnant, and know that the EOCs are an incredible resource to help you do just that, to stay in motion, right? I think so much of life is just, you know, really not setting still and becoming sedentary in all of the weight of our problems, our plot twists, as I like to call them, and just really embracing the tools that are available to us. So again, we're looking forward to this weekend. I think tomorrow we're going to be experiencing some really cool workshops. We're going to hear from the other EOCs. Just sitting around the room, you can see all the EOC students that have shared their story. They're networking, they're bonding together. It's really cool to watch. And it's just been an incredible movement. 60 years of building pathways to brighter futures. Again, if you want to learn more about educational opportunity centers, we will leave the link in the description box below. If you found this conversation useful, please give us a thumbs up, leave us a comment below, and we'll see you in the next one. April, any last words of wisdom?
You can do whatever you put your mind to.
Agreed. Simply put. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you next time. Take care, folks.